Rarely on the global defense equipment development stage does a concept emerge that not only offers incremental improvements, but also fundamentally challenges the pillars of 70 years of established military doctrine. In late October 2025, defense technology company Shield AI did just that. They announced the XBAT, an unmanned aerial vehicle, UAV, that promises an engineering paradox. The holy grail of aerial warfare vertical takeoff and landing, VTOL, capability combined with supersonic speed. The XBAT narrative isn't just about a new drone. It's a story about the convergence of three of today's most transformative military trends: the rise of autonomous artificial intelligence, AI, the pressing need for distributed warfare, agile combat employment, and the race to produce an effective collaborative combat aircraft, CCA. Modern air power, despite its sophistication, has one major weakness: it's tied to air bases. Billion-dollar fighter jets, like the F-35 and F-22, require thousands of feet of smooth concrete, vast hangars, and a massive logistical infrastructure. In a conflict scenario with a superpower, such as in the Western Pacific, large bases like Guam, Okinawa, or Clark are prime targets, certain to be bombarded with ballistic and cruise missiles in the first hours of war. This is the tyranny of the runway that XBAT seeks to destroy. The U.S. Air Force has attempted to address this with a new doctrine called Agile Combat Employment, AC. The idea is to deploy air power to smaller, more remote bases and even austere locations like highways or small island airstrips, moving quickly to make targeting difficult for the enemy. However, ACE has a problem. Conventional fighter jets can't operate from these locations. XBAT offers a radical solution. As a tail-sitter aircraft, it launches vertically like a rocket and lands the same way. It doesn't need a runway at all. It can operate from the deck of a destroyer, a small patch of concrete on a remote island, or from a special launch trailer hidden in the jungle. As Shield AI co-founder Brandon Seng put it, this is the quest for air power without a runway, a capability that fundamentally changes the calculus of deterrence. Combining VTOL and supersonic speeds has historically been considered one of the toughest challenges in aeronautics. The iconic Harrier is capable of VTOL, but at subsonic speeds. The F-35B is capable of both VTOL and supersonic flight, but it is a highly complex, $100+ million engineering marvel that relies on a giant lift fan. The XBAT's tail-sitter design is a different approach, one that has historically been difficult to control. However, Shield AI believes that modern advances in AI-powered flight control can mitigate these challenges. Their seriousness is evident in their choice of engine. The XBAT will not be powered by the small business jet engines used by other CCA drones. Instead, it will use a proven fighter jet engine, the Pratt & Whitney F-100 or the GE Aerospace F-110. These are the same engines that power the U.S. Air Force's fleet of F-15 Eagles and F-16 Fighting Falcons. This choice has tremendous implications. 1. Performance. It guarantees supersonic speed, high thrust, and the ability to operate at altitudes of 50,000 feet, allowing it to truly rival manned fighter jets. 2. Logistics. Using an existing engine means a mature global supply chain, reliability, and maintenance expertise. 3. Maneuverability. The engine will be equipped with a 3D thrust vectoring nozzle. This is not only crucial for complex vertical landing maneuvers, but also gives the XBAT extreme maneuverability in air combat, making it a true 4G aircraft. Coupled with a cranked arrow-shaped airframe clearly designed for stealth, the XBAT is no reconnaissance drone. It is a pilotless fighter. Shield AI is essentially an AI company that happens to make airplanes. Their core product and the soul of the XBAT is their autonomous architecture called Hivemind. In future warfare, communications and GPS signals will be the first casualties jammed or destroyed by the enemy. Remotely piloted drones, like the Reaper, will be rendered useless. Hivemind is designed specifically for this worst-case scenario, a no GPS, no communications environment. Hivemind is the AI pilot that enables the XBAT to operate autonomously. It can fly, navigate, and execute missions without constant human input. Team up. This is the essence of CCA. An F-35 pilot will not pilot the XBAT. Instead, the pilot will act as a quarterback issuing high-level commands, such as Team XBAT, investigate the northern sector, or destroy the enemy missile launcher at this location. Collaboration, swarming, multiple XBATs and other Hivemind-equipped drones, such as the smaller VTOL, can communicate with each other, coordinate tactics, assign targets, and dynamically protect each other without human intervention. The fact that the same Hivemind system has also been selected by other CCA competitors, such as General Atomics for the YFQ-44A in Increment 1, demonstrates the Air Force's confidence in the maturity of this AI. The XBAT is simply the most advanced body ever paired with this brain. With a combat range of 1,000 nautical miles and the ability to carry serious weaponry, such as the AIM-120 air-to-air missile or the long-range AIM-174B gunslinger, the XBAT redefines the role of the CCA. It's clearly not aimed at the Air Force's Increment 1 program, which focuses on cheaper drones. The XBAT is aimed at Increment 2 or the more advanced Navy Marine Corps' requirements. Its roles will be diverse. Counter-air, flying far ahead of manned formations, acting as an advanced sensor and the first flying missile to engage enemy threats. Deep strike, using its stealth and speed to penetrate enemy air defenses and destroy high-value targets missions too risky for human pilots. Electronic warfare, acting as a powerful jamming platform to blind enemy radars. Of course, there's the cost issue. At around $27 million per unit, the XBAT isn't an attritable drone like a $2 million drone. However, it creates an important new category, risk-worthy. A commander might hesitate to sacrifice 10 cheap drones for a single target, but they wouldn't hesitate to risk a single $27 million XBAT if it meant destroying an enemy S-400 system or aircraft carrier, while keeping a $100 million F-35 pilot safely far behind. With a VTOL demonstration scheduled for 2026 and a full demonstration in 2028, Shield AI's XBAT is a big gamble. It's a bet that the future of air combat won't be won by better fighter jets alone, but by intelligent networks of high-performance assets that are autonomous, lethal, and for the first time completely unchained from runways. Shield AI's XBAT is a radical representation of the future of collaborative combat aircraft, CCA, combining two previously impossible features: supersonic speed and vertical takeoff and landing, VTOL, capabilities that free it from vulnerable runways. Powered by the AI Hivemind, the drone is capable of autonomous operation and lethal collaboration with manned fighter jets, filling a critical role as a high-performance, low-detection, and risk-worthy platform that is crucial to agile combat employment, ACE doctrine on the modern battlefield.